I'm just going to clear the board. Okay, so on to question number 2. Okay, so here we're asked, a dart thrower randomly throws a dart at a dartboard. If the probability that the dart hits the dartboard on each throw is 0.4, what is the probability that at least one of the first 2 throws hit the dartboard? So we have 2 throws, so this is key in the question. At least one of the first 2 throws hits the dartboard, and we're given 5 options over here. A 0.84, B 0.16, C 0.36, D 0.64, or none of the above. So this is kind of just the statistics probability question. Let's go through with the junior tutor answer. So the probability is 1 minus the probability that no darts hit the board in 2 tries. So here the question is asking, what is the probability that at least one of the first 2 throws? So here the answer thinks about it in the opposite way. So in a scenario where none of the darts hit the board, subtracted by 1 is essentially this, what is defining the question. So if you take 1, which is just equivalent to 100%, minus the probability of no darts hitting the dartboard, we would end up with the probability of at least one of the first 2 throws hitting the dartboard. So if we look at it this way, so we know that a hit, the probability of a hit as defined up here, so if the probability of a dart hits the board is 0.4, so we'll say the probability of a hit, H meaning hit, 0.4. So 0.4 just represents there's a 40% chance that it hits the board. And then therefore the probability of a miss would just be 60%, which is 0.6. So just starting off with that, so we're looking at the probability of at least one of the 2 throws. So we'll say minimum of 1 hits the dartboard. So if we missed both, we know we can calculate the probability of that. So the probability of missing the first shot would be 0.6. The probability of missing the second shot is 0.6. So we just multiply 0.6 by 0.6, and we'd end up with 0.36. So I'll just write that over here. But we're not looking for the probability of missing, of no hits at all. We're looking for the probability at least 1 hit. So it will be the opposite of this. So that's why we have the 1 minus 0.6, which is the first throw, times 0.6, which is the second throw. So we know by thinking about it this way, we're able to calculate the probability that at least one of the first 2 hits the dartboard, because in this situation this would be true. So we end up with 1 minus 0.36, and that gives us 0.64. And that's our answer. So looking at the options, we can see that D is the answer here. So let's say D. So the junior tutor proposes the correct answer. So correct. So, great job. Alright, and we'll mark this question as correct.